the St. Louis Blues go! Woo! Woo! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Harland. Today, it's just going to be one video today because we're going to do a reaction today from my new rental home. No wonder those heels on the ground idiots think Airbnbs are cool, because they are. Let's see. I'm going to react to one of my own videos. Should it be my first one? I think so. I think so. Or maybe the one after it. I have to find it first. Here it is. I turn it down a little bit.
Hello, people. It's Mr. Harland.
Wow.
My first actual video. Oh my god. We are going to
I feel old.
look at a very strange burger building some stuff. Ooh. And even if you didn't guess the hints,
Okay, I'm just going to pause it right here because at this point, when I was making my first video, I had no idea what I was doing. I'm just going to put that out there. I had no idea. It is my first video, and I look at it now, I'm like, oh my god. Is this what I really did? Yeah, I recorded it from my phone, and yes.
today we will be talking
Okay, who are we talking about?
to get
My...
none of that shit's gonna fly, okay?
Wait, what did I say?
So today we will be talking about the ever so strange Holton Harris Moore.
He ain't that strange.
And to be honest,
Although he looks like the Hamburglar, and my mother, when she saw a picture of him as a teenager, oh, I should pause this again.
he does now look strange.
See? Remote. Ooh. It's magic. My mother said when she saw a picture of him as a teenager, you want to know what she said? She said he looked like Vladimir Putin. I mean, if he did his hair right, got a suit, a nice suit like Vladimir Putin wears, learned the Russian language, he could pass as Vladimir Putin. Just saying.
Strange, which is okay. Strange is cool. And for those of you who will watch, I invite you to relax, enjoy a nice cup of coffee while we explore.
I definitely stole that intro thing from someone.
Of what happened? Who is he? What is he? But before I do have a disclaimer. I don't want to hear this person getting hate. None of that shit's gonna fly, okay? Excuse the language. But none of that will fly here. I do not like throwing shade. This channel is not for drama, and that is a big problem. So without further ado, let's get on with this video.
This is fun so far.
Also, wait, there's more. He doesn't just have one name, but thanks to the media,
Oh shit.
over the years, he's gotten a lot of them.
This is hilarious as hell.
This is going to be fun. Born on March the 22nd, 1991, in Mount Vernon, Washington, the USA.
I gotta pause this here. I bet his mother told him the Blues were never gonna get the Stanley Cup. Hey, motherfucker, we did! We did! And Seattle never will, because they suck.
And one that I say, even though I'm 19 years old, and I had gotten quite the grades for writing poems and writing characters for theater class, these ideas truly lack some brain knowledge in my eyes.
Yeah, and
Here
that's
we
true
go for
actually.
multiple names. Barefoot Bandit, many aliases, Jesus Christ, Colton A. Harris, Colton A. Harris, Molten. Molten? I didn't know he was molten lava.
And by the way, it really did say that. I'm like, what the fuck? Who? What? Yeah, molten lava. I didn't know he was one of those mutants from X-Men. So I'm sitting there reviewing this, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put this into a video. I'm gonna read this all. I have it all mesmerized in my head like it's a script. I'm gonna make it as funny as possible. And I drew a little inspiration from a dude named Drachniful because he has a way of making things loads of entertaining. I'd check that dude out because if you're a guy who likes naval stuff, yeah, look him up, check him out. He's cool.
Colton A. Harris, Colton Harris, Colton Moore. Are we talking about the politician now?
And there really is a
Because there
politician
is a
with that
politician
name.
with the same name of just
Thank you,
Colton
past
Moore.
self, for clarifying that.
Colton A. Burgess, Moore, and finally Colton Kohler.
Is the Hamburglar up there too? Hey, I could just be back in 2009 and I could just see him in somebody's yard. I'm like, hey, hey,
As I
Colt,
said, he was born in
you,
Mount
you,
Washington.
go.
Mount.
Yeah, I know you. I know you. You're in the news. You're the Hamburglar.
There's your first
Give me a
blue.
burger. Give me a burger.
God,
Extra cheese.
that's when
2
my
more
tongue
patties.
stops.
Lots of onions. Ketchup and mustard.
It's not fun.
Go get it.
He was born in Mount Vernon, Washington, and grew up in his mother's house.
Okay, past self, get on with it.
Neighbors said they made several calls to Child Protective Services, believing he was neglected or abused. I don't know if this is hearsay or true. When he was 12 years old, his father
I'm surprised I said hearsay.
at a family barbecue. And from the time Moore was in the first grade, she knew there was something
Hamburglar.
Something very off indeed.
Hamburglar.
Sort of a disconnection.
Hamburglar. Sorry, I just like saying that.
He wouldn't listen to his teachers and started altercations at school and would sometimes deliberately break things around the house.
Started stealing hamburgers too.
This,
Just kidding, just kidding.
this is just, oh my. And according to a court-ordered psychiatric evaluation, became mean breaking his possessions.
Can we just go on? Let's get on to the hilarious stuff.
Break into vacation homes in the area, stealing blankets,
there we go.
And water before disappearing into the.
And I was building an aircraft carrier in this video, and it was completed, by the way.
12, and by the time he was 13,
my Xbox 360's in a shoebox.
Thanks to that psychiatric evaluation, he had been diagnosed with depression, attention deficit disorder, and intermittent explosive disorder. Each conviction brought a 10-day stay in a detention center. When all of this stuff comes out, you can imagine it's rather scarring for someone.
I bet the Bismarck could have stopped that young man.
At another time, in 2003, police found a neighbor's camcorder in his home. Never before sentenced to more than a month, he fled a 3-year sentence by walking out of a halfway house in April 2008.
I thought he jumped out a window.
Thus, the very thing that captured the nation and spawned a documentary and what would have been a movie but never really happened began.
Honestly, there was supposed to be a movie, and yet I think the documentary is the movie, but it's very terrible. And I gave a review on that.
19 years old,
I had to be high on coffee just to do that.
Being responsible for approximately 100 thefts in Washington,
Shit.
Idaho, and Canada.
I remember that.
Bicycles, automobiles, light aircraft, and speedboats.
No U-boat?
He learned how to fly small planes.
Damn.
Aircraft
I wonder what it'd be like to command a submarine.
Airplane DVD and playing flight simulator games in the woods.
This is where I diss him. Listen, listen.
Where was he getting the electricity? Because I have a generator in the garage right now that can provide all that electricity. But here's the problem: it weighs an estimated 100 pounds. So even if he was able to steal such a
So I'm going to pause it right there. The generator actually weighs almost, well, it requires 4 people to move it. And when you get that tank full of gas, not one person's not going to be able to move it. So yeah, I pretty much dissed him in this video, saying he couldn't move a generator that requires 4 people.
thing,
And it is true.
he's not taking it with him at all. And if he even tried to move it, he would likely throw out his back to the point where he would have to have medical attention and a potential surgery to fix the problem. But hey, I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't know.
Another thing is, if I seen someone touching that generator, I would be putting him into the sharpshooter, and yeah, someone's gonna have to tap. 1, 2, 3. I give up. I give up. Pat, 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 pat. I give up. I give up. No, no, no. Get me out. No. Sharpshooter time.
Once he stole a plane, you just heard.
I thought I
No
said
one
purse
knows
there
if
at
it's
first, but it
true,
was a plane.
and frankly, I don't know myself. But no one knows nowadays, as some of the information critical to making this video has gone with the wind, as they say. But
So here's some wind noise. Literally, it's gone with the wind. Yeah. Same with the dude, although I hear he has a YouTube channel and it's. Ugh. That's how I describe it. Ugh. It's bland. It's boring. It's like there's no energy. It's like wind in a desert. Like that. Wind in a desert. But let's get back to this video, shall we?
for those of you plane nerds or plane enthusiasts watching, I am currently building an aircraft carrier.
Uh-huh.
A beautiful one.
Mm-hmm. It's not actually beautiful. It's a
These things
cheap
do take a long time.
one.
But guess what? I have the patience to not only make this video, but do this at the same time, which is quite the feat.
Not really.
On May 30th or 31st, 2010, police had found a handwritten note in a
Uh-huh. A handwritten note saying, would someone like to tell the president
because when you talk so much,
I'd like to get married?
your mouth
Just
gets
kidding.
dry.
There was no note. It was something about a donation to a vet. I don't know.
I need to take a drink of water. My mouth time, which is quite the feat. A handwritten note and then a $100
Uh-huh.
some money.
Some money.
I need to take a drink of water. My mouth is starting to get dry.
Some of the things I say in these videos should be on a t-shirt. Like, seriously.
That was better. Because when you talk so much, your mouth gets dry.
I might just make 2 videos today because I'll
Police found a
split this in
handwritten
half.
note and a $100 in Dallas City, Illinois, on July 4th, 2010. A Cessna 400 in my eyes. Plane was reported stolen from Bloomington in the Bahamas. Again, leading to speculation that Colton was responsible.
Why do we always assume it's just him at that time? It's like, you ever heard of drug smugglers? Could have been El Chapo. Like, shit. He escaped at that time, and it's not that far-fetched. Like, gee. It's not that far-fetched to say it was El
Although some
Chapo.
people thought otherwise.
Or his wife wanting to go on vacation.
Then again, who really knows? On On July 6, 2010, an indictment was released for
Bull, no
2009.
shit.
The indictment
You gotta get him.
for interstate transport of stolen property,
Uh-huh.
airplane theft,
Duh.
related to a plane stolen from Bonners Ferry, Idaho, that crashed
Duh.
in Granite Falls, Washington.
Don't you want to get him?
FBI, the ever so
Bull.
interesting and so-called great FBI, and yet it seems like
My reading
like
skills
they
seem
used
to have updated at the same
as,
time.
I don't know. Strange things have come from them since then. And, well,
You can hear that
under
controller.
other precedents, I should say. The game does that.
The game didn't do anything.
Theft.
Uh-huh.
Rather strange, because today is that day, and I just so happen to be filming this video. Moore was captured just before dawn at Harbor Island, Bahamas. Local officers picked up a trail in
Yeah, that's hilarious. My first
sadly I can't even pronounce names, regardless if it was taken as
was on July the 11th. Amazing.
Oh,
Would you like to read the
and
description?
I've been to the Bahamas. It's a beautiful place with my family.
And I really have been to the Bahamas, and my mom was recently there on a cruise. Me, I was there. I took a plane. Delta Airlines, a fun airline.
Well, I never knew about this, as I honestly can't remember too much from the 2000s.
Yeah, the 2000s were a blur, but I do recall the Enterprise Center, the home of the blues,
Save a lot,
being called.
or a shop and save, where I kind of fell and hit my head on the
Yeah, and I really did do that, but
floor.
I don't think that had anything to do with it.
And before, on his stolen boat, and before being arrested, Moore had thrown a portable computer into the water and allegedly put it.
I thought he hit himself in the head with it.
Had talked him out of killing himself.
And that was
He
never
told
true.
The police that he had intended to go to Cuba to throw authorities off his trail, and from
Go
there
say.
to the Turks and Kayak.
I should have said, go say hi to Fidel Castro for us before he, dies. Take a selfie with Fidel and smoke a Cuban cigar and blow big clouds.
His mother had hoped he had fled, or he would flee, to a country that did not have an extradition treaty with the United States.
Trust me, the Bismarck would have found him. I just had to do that.
In March 2000,
the ghost of the Bismarck.
Fred Gutt confirmed the reward fund payout. The 10,000. 4 times. As I do lose count.
There's a cat.
Illegally landing a plane. In the Bahamas.
Get on with it.
He was sentenced to 6.5 years on federal charges. Sentenced in December 2012 to a
Can we just get going? Come on.
For state charges.
Come on.
However, it was ultimately.
I'm kind of slow in some of these videos when I speak, but it never bothered me. I'm still entertaining.
This is when research gets confusing.
Yeah, and it really did. It went all over the place.
That is just very, very unfortunate and very sad. As, well, he was in prison when it happened, and he was released. Now, the ever so strange notoriety.
Oh, yeah.
Which
it is weird.
Mind-boggling as to how people could go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, he's
my
so
senpai!
Cool. When people should have enough common sense, you are going fangirl crazy over a criminal.
And I'm just going to pause that here. Not just that, but some dude who probably doesn't know modern day Gen Z language. So someone right now who probably recognizes him would probably just go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then they fall over and they faint. And there's just deafening silence. And then just someone goes, oh, my senpai! I don't even know what my senpai is, but someone explain that to me in the most layman's terms possible in the chat. Please. Please do. I need enlightenment.
And thanks to the ever so strange name given by the media at the time, he became known as the Barefoot Bandit from 2009 to at least 2010.
Fun fact. Let me tell you a little story. No, and before you go anything, I never met the dude, but there's this story. People probably heard of the outlaw Butch Cassidy. So the story goes, although I never believed it, and it's more urban legend, although it's not that known. The story goes, Butch Cassidy got on a train car. He and some dudes were gonna rob it. Like most outlaws did during the days of the old West. And he saw this beautiful rug in the car. He was like, "Oh, I'm taking that." And because he didn't want to ruin it, the story goes he took his boots off and was barefoot. Yeah, guess what? Those feet are nasty either way, and he probably had some sort of foot fungus. So you ruined the carpet, Butch. You ruined the carpet, Butch, with them athlete's foot, probably infected fungus feet. And oh, would that be nasty? But the story goes he took the carpet, and that whole coach got robbed. But it's just a story that I heard. I don't believe it. But if it is true, Butch is the real dude. I guess you could call a barefoot bandit, but I don't know. But real outlaws can rob trains and have a shootout with the sheriff in the street.
And thanks to the ever so strange
But some people don't understand
name
the meaning of
created by some
outlaw,
media people, I presume. I don't know
the
who
old
came up with the name.
terminology. That is, guys who
Well,
could rob
reportedly, the
banks have
victim was
shootouts with
found
the police,
barefoot,
specifically the
although
sheriff.
he was most likely wearing shoes, and yet the strangeness gets even
Oh
deeper.
yeah, he was most definitely wearing shoes because imagine you're breaking into a home and you're in the kids' room and there's Legos on the floor. If you've ever stepped on a Lego, I know I have. That hurts. Someone's screaming and someone's getting caught right then and there. Because stepping on a Lego is. Someone's going to scream, and the kid's going to scream, the mom's going to scream, the dad's going to scream, and the dad's probably going to have a freaking steel chair, and somebody's going to get hit upside the head with a steel chair.
In fall 2009, police found footprints at an airport hangar in Bonners Ferry, Idaho.
Well, isn't
The
that
Cessna
nice?
182 stolen from their crash land.
It's called a hoax. That's my guess.
Local police, police.
Police.
That's my eyes, and I do have slight eye problems, I think.
Not
Local
really. I
people
just.
from Mile Island also attempted to vent their frustrations through a song as well as a
Oh,
blog,
God.
which included the sale of merchandise, accepted donations to purchase the services of a bounty hunter.
Why not call the
What's
Bismarck
bounty hunter going to do?
and put a
Probably
15-inch,
nothing.
380
In April
millimeter
2010,
armor piercing shell
Fox purchased the film rights
up his ass?
The Barefoot Bandit.
Oh, God.
I almost said that. The True Tale of Colton Harris Moore. New American Outlaw by Bob Friel.
Don't mind that sound. It's just a
I
Roomba.
had a friend who had the book, and we both read it when we had some free time in AIP class.
The book is terrible.
Moore's mother had retained celebrity lawyer Yang Lewis to seek control of entertainment interests to her son. She also hired the ever so now legendary John Henry Brown.
He is known for Ted Bundy, although Ted Bundy represented himself. And he's much smarter than Daryl Brooks. Much smarter.
Known for being the defense attorney of
Oh.
Ted Bundy.
Yes, you say that again, past self.
Entertainment interests to her son.
Alright.
She also
Where's Ted?
interests to her son.
Oh, wait, he's not there.
She also hired the ever so now legendary John Henry Brown.
YMCA. I don't know why I said that.
First active criminal that wasn't, well, a murderer, as he was known for being the defense attorney of
Murderers, sadly.
stuff, doing better with my research. Start doing better with my research. And typing all this in notes to keep so I can go back to it in reference to make a future video. The FBI lawyer, Sean Henry Brown, and a range of personalities from Moore's hometown to the Bahamas pieced together what he did. And literally, there are people who
And that's the end of the video, but honestly, that was fun. Reviewing it. I fast forward a little bit, but it's like sometimes I can't even tell what my own self has said at times, and that's on me. There are times where my tongue just stops working, but it happens to all of us. But would you like to see a cat? There he is. But this is the end of the video. And before I go, yes, I know it's very sad. I'll be leaving. But I'll be back next Monday with one video. We'll look at the kitty cat. But look at those gloves. Those are signed Vladimir Tarasenko gloves, and they're cool. So goodbye all, and for now, and let's go Blues, oh baby! Oh baby! I like saying that. Look at those gloves. Oh baby! Before this beautiful song of "Oh When the Blues Go Marching In" ends, I would just like to let you know, if you would like to watch the very first video, I should be able to put the link down in the description below. If not, just search for it in my video queue. Well, all the videos I posted. Here's another cat. If Colton was a cat, that'd be him. That cat's name is Boo Boo. There are cats all over in this world that need a home. And these beautiful gloves. Now say it with me, everyone. Let's go Blues! And Mr.Harland. Now, I've got to go hit the road. Goodbye, stranger. It's been nice. I've got to go hit the road. But yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you next Monday. But since they're all going to come from my phone, the videos may not be so great, but in my mind, they will be. As basic as they may be. As I might do another review of another thing. Maybe I'll review a channel. Get nostalgic. Hurrah! I will. Now goodbye, everyone.